Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator news video. Now today we've got quite a bit to talk about from the upcoming sim updates to DC Designs Concorde that's coming to the sim hopefully in the not so distant future. Before we do that, be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy these videos. I try and keep you guys as up to date as I can, so if you enjoy them, please tell me in the comments. But without any hesitation, let's hop right into the news. So first of all, if you want to try out Sim Update 4 before it's actually released, then you'll want to listen to this part of the video. Sim Update 4 is of course coming on the 20th of May, I believe. It might get pushed back, but normally they're quite secure with their dates, so it's not long, 12 days away when I'm recording this video. But the news here is that if you want to help out by testing Sim Update 4, you can now apply. I think there's 300 initial testers. The link is in the description. It's a fantastic way to help Microsoft and improve the sim yourself. Sadly, if you use the Steam version, which I do, you cannot test it. It's just because how Microsoft works with the Xbox Game Hub. But from May the 10th, 8 AM Pacific time, if you've got the Windows version, you can apply and hopefully you'll be in for a chance of being able to test out the Sim Update 4. Of course, they do want people who've got experience with general aviation aircraft. As it would appear, this update is really focusing on aerodynamics and engine performance and propeller performance. It seems to be improving feathering and drag effects on propeller aircraft, so that's something to really look forward to, especially if you love your general aviation aircraft. But of course, we've still got 12 days until the update comes out, so if you don't want to test it out, you can always wait until then. Going off the feedback snapshot with the top bugs, you can see what they've worked on, and it gives us some hints about what's being released in Sim Update 4. Down at number 6, we've got the excessive icing effect fixed, and that will be released in Sim Update 4. This is something I'm really excited for. I mean, I guess we shouldn't really be excited for it, but it's something that a lot of people were annoyed about, because if you went through one little cloud, your aircraft would be like an ice cream. It'd just be covered in ice. Really unrealistic, so I'm glad they fixed that. Moving down to number 9, we've got ATC incorrect phraseology being fixed. They say it now matches the FAA. Now this does worry me slightly, because of course around the world ATC phraseology is very different. Maybe down the line we'll see localized variations in ATC phraseology, but trust me, UK ATC phraseology is completely different to the FAA. But this is what they're fixing in Sim Update 4, so yeah, that's something to look forward to, especially if you fly in the States. Sadly, they don't give us much more for the snapshots with the top bugs and top wishes. Not much has changed here in comparison to my last video, so I'm not going to delve into them too much. Basically, for the majority of them, we're waiting until late 2021, early 2022, and even 2023. I mean, I really like the way Microsoft and Asobo are doing this. It's getting the community involved. It's a really nice system, but it does mean we have to wait a while for some stuff, and some features haven't even been decided yet. So there we have it. There is the bulk of the development update from May the 6th. In addition to that, we've also had plenty of new airports released on the marketplace and external stores. Ones that stick out to me are Shoreham Brighton Airport by Orbx. It's a fantastic little airport in the south of England. And Budapest Airport by LH Simulations. The nice thing about the marketplace is that generally they're pretty affordable, so maybe go spend some pocket money there, because trust me, payware airports are always a fantastic investment. So there we have it from the sim update. Let's move over to some external aircraft updates. Now DC Designs have released a photo of their iconic Concorde in the sim with a completely brand new 3D model. Initially they ported it over from the previous P3D version, but now they've made up Microsoft Flight Simulator standard, and while it's not 100% optimised yet, it's nice to see the progress going along here. From their Facebook page they say, and I quote, "The PBR alone looks much better now than my brief conversions of late last year, and I haven't even optimised it." So what you're seeing on the screen isn't 100% there yet, but it's a nice upshift. It's a subsonic test. This aircraft isn't going supersonic. However, by the sounds of it, they figured out a way to do that, so we might get some awesome videos down the line. But it's nice to see DC Designs' Concorde coming along nicely. It's going to be a bestseller, trust me. And their work on the F-15 still continues. It's nice to see them being consistent with improvements to this aircraft, because of course it was slightly controversial at release because it did lack some features that should have really come along for a Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft. Finally, something that really stuck out to me and something that's really exciting me is Black Box Simulations bringing their Britain-Norman BN2 Islander to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I believe they've actually put this out on the forums quite a while ago now as kind of a message of intent, but they finally released some awesome looking screenshots. Now, if you haven't heard of the BN2 Islander, I don't blame you. I've heard of it before, but only because I live in the UK and it's a British aircraft that they use in the Channel Islands. It's an incredibly versatile twin-engine aircraft. Note, it's not a turboprop aircraft or the original one anyway. It uses piston cylinder engines, not turboprop. Now, they're saying they're days away from a release, so I imagine they're talking about an alpha beta release. But I mean, looking at the screenshots, it really does look amazing. A perfect aircraft for hopping around in the Caribbean. Trust me, you guys are going to love it. I've seen this aircraft in real life before. It's certainly unique. If you haven't seen the Trilander as well, this aircraft's kind of brother, I mean, that's even more iconic. That's got 3 propellers, one on the back of the aircraft, on the tail assembly. I mean, that's something that really sets it apart. An incredibly unique aircraft, been flying since the 60s and still sees a lot of active service today. They don't give any hints about prices. I don't imagine it would be extortionate, but it is going to be payware. But there we have it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this Microsoft Flight Simulator news video. If you want to see more, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you to my first class and business class channel members. My first class channel members get a shout out on the screen now. Also, if you want to check out the gear I used to fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and of course film and edit my videos, be sure you check out my Amazon affiliate links down below. All the prices are exactly the same as normal, but for me today, that is all. Bye bye.